Welcome to the Michigan Travel Show, a kaleidoscope of stories about the people, places, and events that shape our great state.
Hello everyone, Gary Morgan with Michigan Travel. Well, I'm still here in Oregon after leaving Eugene, track capital. Well, I'm on a day trip before I go home to Silver Falls State Parks. This is outside of Salem, about 20 miles outside of town. This is a kind of a famous spot. There's a bunch of falls on a trail. But we're at a high point here. And I'm walking over here and we get a view of the Wilmette Valley, which goes for miles. And it is filled with agriculture. And I looked it up, and hard to believe, but Oregon is the #1 producer of grass seed, which we use millions of pounds of it. Construction work, home, replanting your yard, fields, you name it. And berries right there in front of us. And then we're just gonna take a little walk over here and see what. And we're at the, like I said, the Wilmette Valley viewpoint, which is where I just said, but we got some placards over here talking about this famous state park. And it says explore the Central Cascades parks, and there's plenty of them, of course. But we're here at Silver Falls, state capital, just a little ways. Detroit Lakes, not part of Michigan, but here's the North Falls of the Silver Falls State Park. State Park, I've been to the Capitol, and then the layers of time, the geology of Silver Falls. Then the rare rainforest. I'm sure once you get down back in there, it's a lot of rain. And of course, this was built during the Depression, and the CCC, famous workers during the Depression, before the World War II. They laid the foundation for the park. They built parks all over America. That's why we have such a wonderful park system. Really, we have to give thanks. The Depression is what made the parks around America. City, state, federal. They built so many wonderful things during the Depression. The CCC boys and the WPA, World Workers Projects Association. So anyway, well, we're gonna take a little drive up in there and check out these falls. Okay, we're here at the South Falls Historic District, and this is the trailhead to the Silver Falls trailhead. About a 7-mile hike to see around 10 waterfalls. Beautiful Douglas firs here. It's shady here, it's about a 90-degree day. There's a parking lot out there. And anyway, well, here we go on in. Here's the Seven Falls Cafe. People getting drinks before and after the hike. And here, just beyond this here, is that little store up there is the gift shop. This is a cool looking building, probably built almost 100 years ago by the CCC boys. Okay, well, it's paved right now, and we'll head on out and check it out. But this is one of Oregon's treasured state parks. There's one of the waterfalls, and look at the beautiful canyon through here. So we're at the top of it right here on a brick wall, stone wall they built overlooking the entire canyon here. Pretty cool. And there's the waterfall that we're gonna head down to here in a couple of minutes. There's the falls. Pretty cool. There we are. Beautiful waterfall. And we're gonna walk right around the back of it. That's pretty cool. Always cool to walk underneath the waterfall. Wow, look at that pool. Awesome. And here's the trail that goes down to it. And then right underneath the waterfall as the water comes over. And then watch it come down. See people on the other side, and it goes all the way down to the lake. Pretty cool. And then here's the trail that goes all the way around. Awesome. And there's the trail that comes down. Pretty cool. Hey, There's the waterfall again on a different angle, but wow, that is just spectacular. That is so cool. When you walk around the underhang and just look at the water coming down. And we go down this trail. There it is from top to bottom. Oh, spectacular view. Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Hey, well, there it is. Waterfall number 2 that I'm hiking to. Wow, that's beautiful. And it's a great day to be out here hiking. It's hot, but it's cool by the waterfall. And here's the little trail that goes around into it. And then you go around on that side. So kind of underneath the waterfall, underneath the water hang. Cool. That's where we just came from. Up above us. Pretty cool. And coming off the top there. And going all the way down the bottom. There's even a rainbow. And there it goes down the stream there. This is beautiful. Wow, pretty cool. This top of it, all the way down to the bottom there. Pretty cool. There it is, all the way down. Well, here's waterfall number 3. Some people down there swimming in the water. Looks totally refreshing, no doubt about that. That looks pretty cool. That's awesome. Okay, and then there goes the river down, and here's the trail I've been on. But waterfall number 3, going through this magnificent forest to trail. Okay, well, here's the waterfall looking from the top, down at that big pool. Pretty cool, and then there's the water coming down. Awesome. It's the trail, we're hiking up. I'm hiking up, and goes up over that footbridge over there. This is waterfall number 4. This is called Drake Waterfall. Drops about 27 feet. That pool looks sweet, man. It's 90 degrees out here. This looks sweet. Okay, well, this is Drake Falls. And back in this canyon, and there it is, Drake Falls. Okay, and there it goes up out of the canyon. So anyway, well, and there's the trail. We'll see where it takes us. There it is. Another waterfall. I don't know the name of it, but looks like get to hike underneath it again. Pretty cool. It's waterfall number 5 on the hike. That drops about 80, 90 feet. That's pretty cool. Awesome. That water's really coming off of there. And there it all comes down. All the way down. Can you see that? There it all is. Wow. And it goes out that canyon there. Just around the bend here. And here. Pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Well, you can hear the force of all that hitting down there. Wow, that's pretty cool. That is really cool.